Hello everybody, my name is Dang and this is my serial practicing English, and today I decided to read the book and the title of the book is a Handbook for Management. And today I choose a topic, the use of materials and equipment in the class. Another possible area or rules and procedures is use of materials and equipment, such as books, desks, and storage areas, as well the care and handling of specialty materials and equipment, rules and procedures for appropriately using classroom materials and equipment, lay the groundwork for students responsible use of shared resources as they become adults. Recommendation for classroom practice. Regardless of the students' ages, for the type of classroom, we recommend the following strategies. Establish rules and procedures for common classroom materials and equipment. Establish rules and procedures for specialty materials and equipment. Establish rules and procedures for common classroom materials and equipment. Although classrooms across the United States have a variety of materials, a few staples of K-12 education have been used for countless years. Pencil, pens, textbooks, or the books, paper, desk, or tables, pencil sharpeners, and staplers, to name a few. Many teachers set a few simple direct rules for handling common classroom materials and equipment, such as treat the things we share with care and keep common areas clean and neat. At both the elementary and secondary levels, it is a good idea to have rules and procedure for how books and resources are distributed, stored, and collected, and for how students take care of their own desk. Depending on students' age and maturity, you also might set the rules and procedures related to your own desk and storage areas, and the rules of drinking fountains, sink, pencil sharpeners, and other general classroom equipment. Many teachers also set few simple rules for materials that students should bring to class each day. Figure 4.1 shows the basic expectations that you might establish, with or without students' input, depending on the grade level, maturity, and your preference. Figure 4.1 also shows an example of borrowing rules that you might establish for borrow common materials from a friend or from a community borrow self. One easy way to collect materials for this area, especially at the end of the school year, is to gather special pencils, pens, blank notebooks, paper clips, and other supplies that students leave the halls or in class throughout the year, and that don't really belong to a particular student. You can keep these materials, which students may borrow if they forget to bring. Figure 4.1 Rules for common materials and supplies. Be prepared every day. Bring pencil and pen to class. Bring spiral notebook for note taking and other work. Bring your textbook to class every day. If you forget your materials, remember the borrowing rules we set. Try to borrow what you need from a classmate, or you may borrow up to 5 times from community self. Put a check mark next to your name each time you borrow something. Don't forget to return what you've borrowed at the end of class. The advantage of this approach is that it supports the learning process, and at the secondary level is one less reason for students to go their lockers during the day. The disadvantage is that students may forget to return the materials that they borrowed. Establish things, rules, and procedure for specialty materials and equipment. Most classrooms have materials and equipment that require special, careful handling. For example, many classrooms have one or more computers, software, or perhaps a printer. Others may have maps, globes, scales, or other specialty equipment. And the art and science class are filled with special supplies and tools. Give the diverse array of the classroom resources and equipment. This section does not include detailed suggestions for the rules and procedures regarding the handling and storage for specific items. For yourself, you yourself must identify the items that need special handling, set appropriate rules, and ensure that students understand them. For very young students, the appropriate rules might simply like do not touch a student's major. However, you might gradually give them expanded responsibilities regarding specialty equipment, regardless of students' age. However, every teacher must stress safety first. In fact, ensuring that students understand safety procedures should be the first order of the business at the beginning of the school year. This can be as straightforward as establish the rule for young students that they may use scissors only while seated, and then being vigilant about enforcing the rule. For other materials and equipment, such as chemicals or specialized art equipment, more detailed rules and procedures may be in order. Setting rules and procedures in this area is important, not only the building students' responsibility overall, but for ensuring that equipment and specialty materials last long time. As with most area dealing with the classroom management, you may ask students to have established rules and procedures for the use of materials and equipment, and thereby build students' leadership skills. Thank you for listening. Bye.